Most people grow up believing one dangerous lie, that if you are good, honest, kind, and patient, you will eventually win. But look carefully at the world. Look at politics. Look at business. Look at workplaces. Look at social circles. Who rises to the top? Is it always the most honest person? The kindest person? The most principled person? No. Very often it is the bold, the strategic, the manipulative, the charming, the ruthless. The ones willing to do what others are too morally uncomfortable to do. This is the uncomfortable truth that Machiavelli discovered 500 years ago. He did not write about how to be evil. He wrote about something far more disturbing. Why good people lose, and how they can stop losing. Because the world does not reward intentions, the world rewards results. In the 16th century, a political thinker named Niccolo Machiavelli made an observation that still makes people uncomfortable today. He noticed that in politics, business, and power struggles, the people who won were rarely the most moral, the most honest, or the most kind. Instead, the winners were usually the most strategic. They were willing to lie if necessary. They were willing to manipulate if necessary. They were willing to intimidate, deceive, charm, or pretend, whatever the situation required. Meanwhile, the good people, the honest ones, the fair ones, the principled ones, often lost, not because they were stupid, and not because they were incapable, but because they refused to play the game the way it was actually played. This was the uncomfortable truth Machiavelli built his philosophy around. Bad people have an advantage over good people, because bad people are willing to do what good people refuse to do. This does not mean bad people are smarter. It does not mean bad people are better. It simply means they are less restricted. They are not limited by the need to always be honest. They are not limited by the need to always be fair. They are not limited by the need to always be liked. They are free to use every tool available. Truth, lies, kindness, fear, generosity, manipulation, charm, intimidation, all as weapons. And because of that, they often win. Society teaches us something very noble but very dangerous. We are taught that being a good person means not only having good intentions but also always using good methods. If you want change, you must persuade gently. If you want justice, you must be fair even to those who are unfair to you. If someone is cruel to you, you must respond with kindness. If someone lies about you, you must remain honest and calm. These ideas sound beautiful, they sound moral, they sound noble. But Machiavelli looked at history and came to a brutal conclusion. This approach often does not work in the real world. He saw that the rulers who were too kind were overthrown. The businessmen who were too honest were outcompeted. The generals who were too merciful were defeated. The politicians who tried to be loved by everyone were destroyed by those who were willing to be feared. So he wrote his famous book, The Prince. Many people think The Prince is a book that teaches people how to be evil or how to be a tyrant, but that is not actually what the book is about. The Prince is a book about what good people must learn from dangerous people in order to survive and succeed. Machiavelli's message was not, be evil. His message was, do not be naive. He believed that a good leader should want to do good things, but they must not be obsessed with always appearing good. Because if you are completely devoted to always being nice, always being honest, always being fair, and always being gentle, you will eventually be defeated by someone who is only pretending to be those things. Machiavelli believed something very important. You should be good when possible, but you must be capable of being dangerous when necessary. You should be kind but not weak, honest but not naive, fair but not easy to exploit, calm but not harmless. He argued that the most effective people in history were not purely good or purely bad. They were adaptable. They could be generous today and ruthless tomorrow. They could tell the truth today and hide the truth tomorrow. They could be loved by the people and feared by their enemies. They understood something most people never learn. Power is not about being good. Power is about being effective. And effectiveness sometimes requires methods that polite society does not like to talk about. Intimidation, strategic silence, reputation management, alliance building, deception, timing, psychology, image control, fear, respect. These are the tools that shape the world whether we like it or not. Machiavelli also said something very harsh but very true. People are not judged by their intentions. They are judged by their results. You may be kind, honest, loyal, and hardworking, but if you achieve nothing, change nothing, build nothing, and influence nothing, the world will not reward you for your intentions. Meanwhile, someone else who is less honest but more strategic may build companies, gain power, influence governments, and shape society. History does not remember the people who meant well. History remembers the people who were effective. This is why Machiavelli said we must learn from our enemies, not because we want to become like them, but because they understand the game we are refusing to learn. They understand leverage. They understand timing. They understand fear. They understand persuasion. They understand human weakness. They understand appearances. They understand power. And if you refuse to learn these things simply because you want to remain morally pure, Machiavelli would say you are not morally superior. You are simply politically and socially unprepared. His final lesson is uncomfortable but powerful. It is not enough to be good. You must also be effective. It is not enough to have a good heart. You must also have a strong mind. It is not enough to avoid being dangerous. You must make sure nobody can easily destroy you. Because the world does not run on kindness alone. The world is run by those who understand human nature, power, fear, and strategy. And the people who change the world are not always the nicest people. They are the people who understand how the world really works and are brave enough to act accordingly.